Holy F. Stocks are crashing. Are they headed for more? Which is the big M I'm drawing here. Well, look no further than our heat map here because, wow, stocks are bloody red. But whoa, whoa, whoa. What could be worse than a recession? Because that's what I put in today's video. We call that a depression. Right now, we have a negative print for the first quarter at negative 2.4%. That doesn't sound very good. No, it doesn't. And why doesn't that sound good? Because right now, Jerome basically had it sealed, right? He was ready to say, I got it. I got it in the bag. Soft landing. Don't have to worry about stocks going down. Don't have to worry about more downside. All we're going to go is go mega, mega big up. But here's the challenge now. On a weekly perspective, and remember, it's only Monday, but we had the worst day going back to 2022. I'm going to show you that shortly here. So we now have another weekly lower low, and I've updated the pattern. Why? It's really simple. We talked about this on the weekend. Head and shoulders, but more importantly, because I'm just going to fast forward, after we hit the 50 MA, what happens? We get a little bit of indigestion, right? We take our belt off. All right, okay, well, then that's it, right? It washes out. So that's what I'm pointing to right here. It's already happened. We have to wait all the way until Friday for that to get fixed now. And then for the monthly chart, oh boy, this one's busted, right? Oh, yeah, it's crashing. As you can see here, stocks are down by 5.6% so far this month, and we blew out support at 583. Oh my God, it is red, red, red. Job's not done anymore. Ready to go back up, sir? Yeah, me too, Jay. I'm ready to go up too. But he's like, wait. I thought I was going to get fired. And that's exactly right. Jerome Powell might get fired. So I'm only half joking, right? Tongue in cheek, because Trump says economy faces a transition. Avoid a recession call. He doesn't talk about recession. He talked about that today. He avoided it. So what happened? Sell first, ask questions later. So far this year, Tesla's down by negative 42%, including after hours. Wow, it's lost half its value. That's a full puke. Wow, Tesla, you really like to be number one, huh? S&P's now down by 4% off of the so far this year, and the Nasdaq now is officially in correction territory. All right, so what's for this? Wall Street sell-off deepens as Trump sparks recession concerns. He literally dodged the question today. So as people are on the lookout for their next big opportunity, these are the rich guys, right? Investors with $2 trillion lay out strategies for a turbulent 2025. I don't know about you. I don't have that many Benjamins around the house. I don't have $7 trillion. But what's really important here is that they're basically giving us a roadmap. They talk about it in here. Subscribe to the channel and I'll walk you through whatever is important. That's what I do every day. But I think people right now are kind of panicking. They're not like, oh yeah, rosy skies tomorrow, grass is greener. They're like, no. I'm panicking today. Yes. And what's so curious here is that it appears like none of this money is coming off the sidelines. Why? Well, if before they didn't want to come off the sidelines as we went mega, mega big up, which is what I was joking about, the mega big up part, they didn't want to go into the market here. So why would they get into the first chance here? They're not. I don't think they will, which means that who's the marginal buyer that's going to step in to save the market? I don't know. Market's like blowing out right now. Look where it's resting on the 161 extension. Why does this matter? It's the same number that QQQ just lost. And if tech leads S&P, this is really important. Why? Look what happened after we lost it. Oh my God, we dropped 30 more points. That is correct. 30 more points after that. 30 more. And we blew out the 50. Oh my God. Stocks are crashing. That's right. They are. It's terrible out there. Whew. All right. So what is causing some of the turbulence today? Well, Ukraine must cede territory in any peace deal. So here's what happened on the S&P and on the Nasdaq. I went through this in real time. And frankly, I enjoyed doing this kind of stuff. That was the rally. Everyone's like, oh yeah, bottom's in. I'm like, no. It's not in. We haven't even gone up for an hour yet. So then we printed an hourly higher high, but it's now a failed breakout. All right, make it simpler for me. Are you telling me we're going up here? No. Are we going up here? Nope. This is the daily chart. Sorry, monthly. On the daily, I would argue we're not going up anymore. We're below the short and long-term price. If we get another candle close below here, that'll be 2 in a row. And with 2 candle closes below a moving average, that could signify a trend change. The saying is that nothing good happens below the 200 DMA. So make it simpler for me because I'm still confused. And people yesterday seemed to be confused. I'm trying to give you supporting evidence on a bearish story. But long term, if we zoom out, it gets rosier. Just like sometimes there's a big right? There's a hailstorm, right? There's a tornado, whatever. There's dark clouds, there's thunder, there's lightning. Yeah, it's a nice show. Sometimes things get flooded, but eventually those pass and blue skies come back. That's what we're talking about here. So let's understand what we mean on the S&P sale. What happened after this pattern played out? Well, here's where we started. Here's where we are now. Huh? When I said, hey, look, there's a bearish pattern, 450. Where are we now? Over 100 points higher, even with the stock market crash. All right, make it even simpler. I did. I tried. All right, let's try. Make it simpler. Look at the blue line. If we hit the blue line, we buy. So let's look back in time. Hit blue line, not quite there, buy. Hit the blue line, buy, 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 buy. So if we come back down to the blue line, we're probably going to want to buy. That's what I think investors are looking for. People like who? People like me. I'm not some big fish. I'm not some big fun, but I see where I think support is. It's not here. I see it a lot lower. If you could please do me a huge favor and consider smashing that thumbs up or subscribing to the channel, I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you ahead of time. So I'm not saying I know everything. I'm trying to tell you what I see out there because as of right now, it appears, again, Mr. Market. Everyone says, what's the market doing? Mr. Market is just a collection of a whole bunch of individual investors like you and me. So what you and I think, we vote up or we vote down, and then all those things get tallied up, and that's what the market does. That's literally the stock market summed up. It's literally that simple. If we can understand what others in our position with big funds or whether they're getting forced selling or not, what would they do if they read these headlines? Am I seeing that on the tape? Because I am. I'm not thrilled with what I'm reading, right? This is bad. This could be the end. This is real bad. But I'm going to trade what's in front of me. So here we go. What could happen on Tuesday? A meeting in Saudi Arabia. There we go. Ooh. And then Liz Ann Saunders also told us that February New York Fed 1-year inflation expectations is now up. Look, it looks like an inverse head and shoulders. Down, high, so low, higher, higher, high. I call that an expansion signal. On what? On inflation. And now look over here. Whoa. These robots are flipping out. Let's look and see what it did. Where is this? This is in the country we're competing with. Let's look and see what he did. Whoa. So backflip's fine. Front flip's hard, right? Wow. Okay, backflip got it. Backflip a little bit easier. Front flip requires more effort. One. All right. And he's even walking it off. He's like, yeah. Look at me, right? I'm Chinese. I'm better. I'm small. I'm a tight little package. Right? Woo, there you go. Flings his arm forward. There you go, bud. I don't know if he's being remote controlled, but like it doesn't really matter. They did it. They got it. What are they saying? It's a first. Uh-oh. Stock meltdown fuels worst NASDAQ day since 2022. A transition. What does that mean? Volatility. What does that usually mean? Down. Meltdown. What does meltdown mean? It means we're going down. It's lava. Stocks rout pick up his steam with recession warnings blaring. And 25% tariff. There you go, Americans, right? I know, eh? We got our maple syrup and we got our fancy oil, but now you're going to pay 25% more. So Minnesota, Michigan, and New York, you're fired. 25% more. Going to cost how much more? All right, we're going to make $400,000 per day. Oh, yeah. Who cares? Man, what are we doing here? Let me see if there's any other news that really matters here. Trump tariffs. All right, there we go, right? Trump tariffs, we know that. Putin is ready for a deal. All right, cool. So we'll see if there's any headlines on that tomorrow because we talked about the robot, but look at this one here, Xpeng. Shares jump as they're making cars and humanoids. Uh-oh. I would like cheap stuff. I don't really care who makes it. My point here in all this is that we have a timeline we laid out here. So now we got through the response for tariffs. This hasn't happened yet. I'm now going to update this till tomorrow. And then we got a big week ahead of us. Steel and aluminum on Wednesday. Oh, baby, what's going to happen here? Oof. I'm tired already. Feel like having a nap, to be honest. This market's giving me, man, Trump feels so young for an 80-year-old. Sorry, 78, President Trump. Where does he get all the energy from? I don't know. Right, what is he doing? I need what he has. I'm tired. I'm not even trading. And I predicted the crash. Like, whew, this is painful. All right, what else is happening out there? Oh yeah, we got a new leader in Canada. Cool. And there's 4 bidders for TikTok. Nice. Mike Wilson says, we're just going to take your profits and we're going to take them into half. We're just going to take them here and we're going to have them 5% more. All right, cool. And this appears like it's a concern for Trump. Oh, yes, Trumpy baby. We're both losing money. All right, there's a news catch up for today. There's lots of other news. Here's some trades I made if you want. I have them all summarized here in my portfolio as well. Part of what you'll get if you watch all the way until the end of the video, and some hot tips. There's my portfolio right now. One of them. As of the weekend. Here's the trades I made. And I reminded you that be careful out there. Right? Man, it's scary. So, with all these dates in front of us, what could the charts really do? I want to make it very clear to you. Read this, please. I want to make it so clear because I thought I said this so many times to make it really clear. Some people still seem really confused. One of two things has to happen. Either we get back above 582, which is where? That's 22 points higher than where we are right now. So keep your panties on, right? We need to get all the way back up to here until we're bullish. We're red on the day. It's not bullish. We blew yesterday's low out. Look at the Russell. Is this what we're heading for? I hope not, but I hope is not my investment strategy. Oh, I hope I check in tomorrow. My account's worth more than it is today. No. That's not how I trade. No. Not for me. So what I'm doing is I am preparing now, so I'm not sweating later. Reminder, we are still below 582. That is a red light on the monthly. What do you do at a red light? You stop. Yellow means caution. Red means stop. So what do you do here? You stop. Or was that was a 582? They gave you that warning 20 points higher, 200 on SPX. And now it's progressing into a potential head and shoulders. Oh my God. Is that what's going to happen here? A year of nothing, and then another year of sideways, and then maybe a year of up. Thank you, President Trump. Looking forward to that. Or you could use words and make us go back up. I don't know. Also, a reminder that our system is due for the S&P and QQQ alerts, and I told you I would remind you of those. There is no need to force trades right now. So what this means is that this time frame is oversold. The daily chart is now oversold. We are not going to go up until we can stop going down. In case you missed it, right now we're actively just going straight down like an arrow. You extrapolate it out, yeah, eventually we're going to go to zero at this rate. I don't think we're going to go to zero, but the weekly chart is now also oversold. So right now that means we're going down. We're actively going down. We're oversold. Eventually we're going to stop going down and we're going to carve out a sideways action. Then we're going to go back up. Is the bottom going to be there? Is the bottom going to be here? Is the bottom going to be somewhere else? Man, I don't know. My job is to just wait. It's hard to wait, but now I know, look, we're resting right on a Fibonacci or mathematical area. I am not going to ignore this number. Why? It is so effing important. Do not ignore that number. All right. And now I'm going to leave you with a little bit of hope because I think that's what people really want. Honestly, if you're American, Canadian, or anything in the middle, I don't care. Anything around the world, we like you. That's why I'm putting a big heart right here. I think I've been in this position before. I've blown accounts up. So what does that mean? I know what I don't know now for the most part. I don't enjoy what I'm watching, but I am able to live with it. So right now, I am wishing everyone well, including you. It's rough out there. And a reminder, we have a 45-day free trial. So I'm just going to briefly explain what that is and maybe why you want to give us a try. If there's a reason you're still watching after the sales pitch, just bear with me for about a minute or two, and I'll tell you exactly that. So sign up, right? Give us a try. If you're like, okay, well, yeah, I had a bad day today. I clicked on a YouTube video. I want to find out maybe what happened. Maybe someone knows more than I do. Maybe they can learn from me. That's exactly what I'm saying here. It's what I would want if our roles were reversed. I want to build trust with you. Whether you decide to join me today, just support me on YouTube. I want to talk less and I want to act more, which means if you're like, man, I wish I knew what to do. Well, I literally have a help center right here. I help people all day. There's help. There's questions being asked all day. This is just today. Going back to yesterday, there's even more. So my point is that I actually enjoy helping people. And the reason why is because the last step to mastery is teaching. So my goal is to become a master. I'm on my way there. I think I'm getting better, but I would actually benefit from you coming in. So I will actually help you for 45 days for free. And then just make sure you cancel before the trial is over and you'll never get billed. No hard feelings. I'm actually telling you, come in. And the reason why is because of exactly what I just shared here. Reminder, this is open anytime. Just note I'm a little bit slow after office hours because I actually am not a robot and I need to rest a little bit. Ask for help before, during, or after a trade. Many traders often have the same difficulty or same setbacks. So you asking often helps others. Don't be shy. So if that interests you, I would love to welcome you. You can join us and trade with me, Justin from YouTube, and you can see everything here. I'm not going to do a hard pitch. Otherwise, there's some other free resources in the top links in the description. And if not, just subscribe to the channel. Every day, I make an effort to put in tight videos. I'm aiming for 8 to 10. This is a long one today, 15 minutes. Why? Because I'm trying to put in as much value as what's needed. So if you want to subscribe, I will update you as this all progresses. If not, come hang out with me at 9:30 a.m. Thanks so much.